All right. What is Python? Python is a general purpose computer programming language. What that means is pretty much you can use it for anything. It's not confined to a specific area. So you can use it to build games, you can use it to build websites, whereas languages like HTML and CSS are only meant for the web. Now, as far as the different careers or fields you have with Python, there's web development, game development, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, hacking, cybersecurity, and whatnot. Now, web development is pretty much you just building websites. So Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, those companies obviously have developers to work on their site. So you could either work with a company or you could build your own website. Now, artificial intelligence and machine learning, those pretty much go hand in hand because artificial intelligence is just one step up from machine learning. So machine learning is pretty much teaching, and I say that with quotes, teaching your computer something. So if I want my computer to recognize a bird, I would first, of course, tell it what a bird is, and then I would keep feeding it information or pictures of birds. So that way, when I ask it or when I want it to show me a bird, it will better be able to recognize one because I taught it. Artificial intelligence is putting machine learning and a human-like interaction. So self-driving cars. The machine learning part would be learning the street signs, learning what other cars are, learning the rules of the road. The human-like interaction part would be, of course, driving. Now, you also have Alexa by Google. Of course, you can just tell Alexa what to do, and she should be able to do it for you based off what you tell it, of course. Now, game development is pretty much you just building games. So you could either, again, work with a company or build your own game. Data science is you using graphs or charts to project or analyze data. And of course, hacking and cybersecurity is you doing penetration testing and realizing threats. I'm sorry. Okay, so when it comes to downloading Python, if you're on Mac, the installation process is fairly straightforward. But let's say you're on Windows, there's a box I would like you to click during the installation process. So I'm going to have a separate video for that. But on Mac, what you would need to do is first navigate to python.org, then go under the Downloads tab, and you will see the latest release. So as of now, the latest release is 3.12.1, so that's going to be the version that we're going to use for this series. Now you may be using a later version or you may be using an earlier version. Whatever the case may be, I recommend a version after 3.6 because that version or that's when they started implementing type annotation, and I would like to show you guys that during the series. So if you would like to learn about type annotation, then I recommend downloading a version after 3.6. So I'm going to go and download this. Now I've already installed this, so I'm actually not going to go through the installation process because it's fairly straightforward. So when you got everything installed, what I would like you to do is go and search for the word idle, so IDLE, and you should get what's called the idle shell or the Python shell. This is what we're going to use to write and execute our Python code. So in the next video, I'm going to be going over the basics of the Python shell.